All right, here we are. We got the music rocking. Let's fade that. Can I do a slow fade? That'd be awesome. Oh, look at that. Slow fade. Wow. I'm getting good at this stuff. It's like our 6th episode. Hello again, Tracy.
Hello.
How are you? I like your hat. Tell me about the crown.
Well, I was working the Mercy Me concert at the arena last week, and they flung a bunch of silver streamer crap out over on top of the audience at the end of the show, and I snagged as much as I could fit in my cargo pockets on my shorts.
So, if you want to see creativity, just throw stuff at Tracy.
Yeah, throw long things that I can crochet with.
That sounds perverted. Hey, Randy, how long has it been?
10 years. Something like that.
How many? You got a little bit of an echo going on there. Are you in a cavern? Are you in a cavern? Are you in an army connex?
Yeah. It's been about 10 years.
Yeah, when I was training you to be a pro wrestler 10 years ago, you were still in the army, right?
Yeah, it turned out well for me, right?
Did it? We haven't talked much. It makes me sad.
I got a little busy.
So, John, you're at the bottom. You're my favorite food truck guy in New York City, and thank you for standing up Eddie Finocchiero on Ham Radio to come join us here on the Top 9's.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear it for a couple of days, a couple of weeks. I owe him big time now.
Well, I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks, man. I'm heading back up there, doing a little van life all the way up to New York City and back. We're gonna take your food truck, go all over the damn city, and stuff Eddie's face full of all kinds of greasy New York food.
Yeah, I heard he's been dying. He wants to go ballistic. You and him driving the truck. I'm like, oh my god. I had to make sure that my insurance covered Eddie.
So, anyways, here's what we are doing today. We are going to we're all friends right now, but by the end of this, we're all going to have battle wounds, black eyes, not black guys. You gotta make sure you say the right things. And we're going to it's bloodlust from this point on. It's going to be an argument. This is the Top 9's. And basically what we do behind these lists, and this is Hannah White is what we're calling my hand over here. Hannah White is going to reveal the 4 Top 9 lists that each of us are bringing to the table. And then we are going to butcher each other's list. We're going to kick each other's asses verbally, of course. And then we are going to take all of our Top 9 list and condense them into the ultimate Top 9 list, which will be written right here. Yes, I drew all these in Crayola crayons. I know you're impressed. Up here, we've got Tracy, who's actually in Tennessee, and that's your cat who always makes an appearance when you're here, right? Does that look? It looks a little like you. I gave us all angry faces because this is a fight, okay? Right next to you is me. Oh, there we go. In Colorado. I'm just pointing to Colorado, and that's kind of Colorado Springs, and it says ASY TV right there, whatever. Farthest away from Hannah White is Randall, is what you called yourself on Facebook. You're in Missouri, and you're pointing to Missouri, and you got an R on your sweater vest. So that stands for Randy, okay? And then we got John here in New York City. I drew a little food truck. Look at that. Pretty good. I don't know if you wear hats, but I messed up your head, so I just turned it into a hat. So this is all pretty good stuff.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so every week I draw pictures now. Tracy, you're on the first episode. We didn't have pictures at that point. We just had like a little initial down there. But I got creative with it. I took the show to a new level, and I hope you're really impressed. I know you are. I know everybody is.
I'm very impressed. I didn't make the list though as myself because, as I told you in Messenger, I haven't been a lot of places. So I made the list as a character that I made up for the game, and as soon as we start the game, then I will become that character.
Okay, you're completely insane. We get it.
No, I'm not. I'm acting practice. It's a try not to laugh challenge. Damn it.
Okay. Well, you had a good list. Our lists were very similar. If I would have left on a bunch of other stuff I took off, I made like a top 25 list. Before we reveal the list, Randy, what city did you not put on this list that you think you probably should have at this point?
Probably Dallas, Texas. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I felt bad about putting it on there.
And Tracy? John?
Me? Actually, Denver.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense to me. I just like looking at your list because I do have to cheat a little bit, but I always make my list and put it up first. So I don't change it. I'm on the honor system with myself for that. I saw a lot of things on your list that I was like, oh man, how did I forget Pueblo, Colorado? It's the biggest toilet of, I hate it. And one of you have that on your list. So let's go ahead and reveal the list, starting with, we'll do ladies first this time. And it's a rarity. We're usually not gentlemen here, but let's go, and it's the closest one to me. So let's go with Tracy. Oops. It refuses to come off. Okay, here we go.
This is actually Lady Ophelia's
Oh, God.
list. Shut up. Damn it. You made me break character, you asshole. I had this whole, like, I had a name and everything. It's Lady Ophelia Garage.
I can't listen to that for 35 minutes. So just be, please just be Tracy. Tracy's cool.
So boring. Okay, fine.
It's America list, not whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, that's why it was going to be funny. Because it was going to be like a elitist British lady who's like garbage aristocrat.
Oh, therefore the crown. Okay, how about you read your list now? How about
Okay, fine. Charlotte, North Carolina, Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California, Las Vegas, Nevada, New York, Newport, Tennessee. That's Knoxville, Tennessee, not Knoxville, Kentucky.
I knew that.
Yeah. Flint, Michigan, and Washington, D.C.
It's a good list. I'm looking at Flint, Michigan going, duh, why didn't I think of that one? All right, let's go down to New York. What you got there, John?
So I got New York, New Jersey, Cleveland, Ohio, Dallas, Texas, Tallahassee, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Atlanta, Georgia, San Francisco, and Gainesville, Florida.
That's a good list too. There's some on there that I don't agree with entirely, but all right, Randy.
Yeah, let's see if I can see it here. So I got Portland, Oregon, Pueblo, Colorado, Boston, Massachusetts, Springfield, Missouri, Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas, Nevada, Savannah, Georgia, Killeen, Texas, and St. Louis, Missouri.
All right. And I've got Lawton, Oklahoma. If any of you have been there, you'd agree with me. Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, Illinois, Washington, D.C., Lexington, Kentucky. It's kind of an inside joke. Dallas, Texas, New Orleans, and Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, Tracy, starting with you, what did you base your criteria on for the worst city in the United States? Which, by the way, I didn't even say that is our topic today. I'm sure you can read it in the title. It's the worst cities inside the United States, the U.S. of A. What is your criteria? Why did you vote? I know you did this from an alternative reality or something, but what makes a terrible city to you?
Well, bad things happen there in large numbers.
It's very true. Randy?
I'd say bad memories, and then also the crime and just the smell of the place.
You do have some stinky towns in there. I kind of agree with you on that. My criteria was just my personal experiences. By traveling with ASY TV, I've been to just about every corner of the country, and I've been to every city on this list except for Boston. Believe it or not, I've never been to Boston. So I think I've been to every other city. And every city has cracks in the pavement, of course. But yeah, personal experiences. John, what did you base your list on?
Yeah, basically my list is some of them are personal. Two of the cities are personal for me back to my college days. And some of them with dealing with the community, and also the rowdy fans, the attitude of the actual people. That's how I based it, really. My disdain towards certain cities.
Got some comments here. I think someone agrees with Flint. Another person said I should be an artist. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'll put the pictures back. We should, you know what, if this gets popular enough right now, it's just literally just for fun because I have no friends here. I have to reach out across the country. We've got New York, Missouri, and freaking Tennessee. all my friends are scattered everywhere. So I'm like, please, someone hang out with me, just online, whatever. I don't even know what a human touch is anymore, but that's the reason we do it now. Just to have some fun anyway. But if it ever blows up, we could sell these pictures. Like we can give the money to, some charity, like 5% of it to some charity, but we could sell these pictures. I think Courtney would buy them right now for like $10 a pop. All right. Anyways, let's get into the first round. We're all friends right now. Like I said, we're going to be bitter enemies starting now. Round 1 is where we go to each other's list. Each one of us go to the other 3 lists and take 2 off the list. So that means the 2 least worst you think on everyone else's list. And there is strategy involved here. Like if there's somebody has it on there twice, like you have that on your list. Okay, I'll take it off this one just to be safe because it's still up for grab, blah, 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 blah. So who wants to go? Are you rolling your eyes, Randy? You look like you're rolling. Okay, I drank a lot of espresso today. I got these little like super coffees, they're called, by KITU. If you need energy, go for it. Trust me, they're delicious. Who pick a number, John? Pick a number 1 through 4.
1 through 4?
Yeah.
3.
That's it. Okay, John goes first. Go around to everyone's list. You can start with whatever list you'd like to. Say which list you're going to start on and take 2 off that list that do not belong either, in your opinion, sir.
All right. So I'm going to start with Tracy's first. Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to live there. So that's
the traffic is horrible. They've got like 17 professional teams. It's like they schedule them all to let out all at the same time. Just to fuck with people.
But the thing that I like about North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, even though it's a small city, it's very quiet. On Sundays, everything shuts down, and I like quietness. I don't like so much noise. So I like the city. I like the people, the food, the area. So that's
I have to agree, but I hate the airport.
Oh, the airport is like designed like it's by schizophrenic. I'm so sorry, I interrupted.
No, I've missed 2 connecting flights in that airport. But go ahead, take another one off Tracy's list.
I'd rather enter through Greensboro, by the way. Let me see. LA.
I've never been. I was pretending that Lady Ophelia hated it because there's so many homeless people and it's like hot.
LA has a charm that's undeniable. It has cool stuff. You can never be bored in LA unless you really try to be bored, but it is a freaking toilet bowl. It is trash and homelessness, but I do enjoy it quite a bit, and I'm there all the time. So
you talk about Charlotte having bad traffic. LA has one of the worst traffics.
Well, I've heard. I just haven't experienced it.
I try to drive from. Sorry. Go to which? Okay, let me go to Randy's. All right.
For the record, it's Randy.
Randy, sorry.
Didn't I used to say that all the time?
Yeah. Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I love Savannah.
Savannah's nice.
And St. Louis. I'm a foodie guy, so Savannah and St. Louis got some good food.
Pappy's Barbecue. Have you been?
Yeah.
St. Louis.
I heard.
It's really good.
I just know I went to Savannah, and within 5 minutes, I had a guy come up and try to sell me some fine hashish. And then St. Louis, me and my brother were walking down the street, and some guy tried to lure us into an alley. So, I don't know. So,
what happened?
That experience in Savannah could be a good thing.
What happened when you went down the alley?
We didn't.
How was the hashish?
All right, John, go ahead and destroy my list.
And yours, so yours, let me take New Orleans. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to take Lexington, Kentucky, because I have a reason why you put Lexington, Kentucky. I have a reason why.
What's my reason why?
It all deals with wrestling.
No,
it doesn't. Oh wow.
No, it was my friend Heather and I. She works with ASY TV. We were going through Lexington, Kentucky, and I couldn't find anything. There was a cool toy store there that we ended up ended up finding, and it was just assholes on the road and assholes just everywhere. The only thing cool about Lexington, Kentucky was the piano player inside the mall that I was looking for. That is it. I kept saying again and again, I hate Lexington, Kentucky, and it's on there because of that. It's kind of an inside joke, but at the same time, I don't mind if it goes away. New Orleans, I agree. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. New Orleans is just, I love it for 2 days. Do the French Quarter. Yeah, do the French Quarter. Go up around back and forth to Magazine Street. Have yourself a good time. And then get the F out of freaking New Orleans because it's just gross after 2 days. But anyways, let's go with Randy. Heads or tails?
Heads.
That's tails. Tracy, you go ahead and destroy the other lists.
All right. John.
All right.
Trying to see. We're going to take off San Francisco because I enjoyed driving in San Francisco. I know I'm weird.
San Francisco.
It's so pretty. I was tickled because I got lost downtown. I was like, we're totally going to make our flight. It's fine. Look at that house. Oh my God. Yeah. And we'll take off Dallas, Texas. So my mom is from Texas.
Your mom's one of the very few good parts of Dallas, I imagine.
Yeah.
John, you got any issues with her picks?
No. Well, Dallas. She can take Dallas because I just hate Dallas fans. I hate cowards.
So this is sports related then. So yeah, Randy, how do you feel about that, Randy?
I feel hurt. That hurt.
San Francisco. I'm surprised. The only thing about San Francisco is it's too expensive over there.
Yeah, it is expensive.
All right, who else you killing?
Randy. We're gonna take off Orlando, Florida, and Boston, Mass.
Randy?
No, I chose Boston because I know he doesn't play there anymore, but fuck Tom Brady. That's why. Pardon my language.
No, he's back, and he's back in Tampa for another season. Probably made a good $50 million on that.
That's unfortunate.
Can't blame the guy. Sucks when you hate the greatest of all time, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
This is why I'm not a sports fan at all anymore. I can't deal with it. Like, politics is bad enough. Sports is even worse. So, anyways, Tracy, go ahead and destroy my list.
I'm about to. Let's see. Going to take off whatever that is in Oklahoma that you've got up there that I've never heard of. Don't fall. Although that would be funny.
It would have been great. It would wipe out everything.
It would have been a big crash, and then we're all like, "Oh no!" And
I'm okay.
Yeah, it would have been on a YouTube short. And we'll take off Atlanta, I guess. And there's only one Atlanta. Atlanta's okay. I like Little 5 Points. I bought a pair of shoes there once.
That's my number one least favorite city in the entire Union of the United States is Atlanta. I can't stand it, but I do see it on other lists. So I see it on John's list, and it's definitely got to make it into the top 9 because I'll bring that one back because it's just the worst. And Randy, it's your turn to go ahead and dismantle everyone else's list. Punch us all in the face twice.
All right. This is going to be rough. And also, I'm not rolling my eyes, Brandon. My camera is down below my screen, so it kind of looks like I'm just looking over the top.
Oh, wait a minute. I think Tracy has another one, don't you?
Hmm?
Did you go to all the... Oh, yeah, you did. Never mind. The X's sometimes trick me, they mock me. So, Randy, go ahead.
All right. So, I'm going to go with Brandon's list. I'm going to take off... Dallas, Texas, because Dallas can't be that bad because I was born there, and Cowboys are from there. I'm gonna take off Chicago, Illinois, because I'm a Bulls fan. Yeah, I'm a '90s bandwagon jumper, but I was a kid then, so it makes sense.
These are so sports or just motivated. Like, have you been to any of these cities?
I've been
They're
to
all
Chicago.
bad. They're all terrible places to be. I'm not going to lie to you.
Actually, I've been to
But
both of them.
it's going to be
gonna
hard
take
for me to pick one to bring back because there's so many bad ones that have been saved. But go ahead.
So from Tracy's list, I'm going to take off Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, geez. No, that's terrible. It's the armpit of America. It's the worst.
I like Tennessee. I've been through Chattanooga, and I thought that was beautiful. So I feel like
Knoxville
Tennessee.
is awful. Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg are way better.
Go Volunteers.
Yeah, that's it. The fact that the Thompson Bowling Arena is located in Knoxville, Tennessee, is the only and like half my friends. But other than that, Knoxville sucks.
What's your other pick there, Randy?
I'm going to take off Vegas from hers because Vegas is already on my list.
That's fair.
And then on John's list, I'm going to take off. It's hard. Wow. Sorry. I'm going to take off Tallahassee, Florida. I don't know why. This is the least menacing of all the other ones on his list. And then, man, I don't want to take off Cleveland. I hate the Browns.
Okay.
I'm going to take off Atlanta because that was the home of WCW.
Oh, jeez.
The best things ever happened to wrestling.
And it's also where they film all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. John, how do you feel about the removals from your list?
Atlanta, yeah, okay. I'm not cool with that one, but Tallahassee, go right ahead, take that.
Oh, it's my turn.
That's my rival.
Okay, I'm going to start with John's list too, since we're fresh on that. I'm going to get rid of Gainesville, Florida, because I have nothing but good memories there, and I have good friends there. With the van lifing thing, they have a wonderful Cracker Barrel that I sleep at, so it's kind of nice.
Boo.
And I have to take off Boston because I've never been there. I don't know how bad it is. It could be terrible, but I've heard nothing but great things, and it's someplace I really want to go.
Trust me, if you've been to Philadelphia, you're not missing much.
But I love Philadelphia. I love it. I've had amazing experiences there. All right, Tracy. I want to take off Washington, D.C. because it's on my list.
Okay.
It's still a shithole.
But the swamp monsters.
And I'm taking off New York City because I love New York City. I love New York City. I
actually do like New York City too.
Randy, I'm taking off Portland, Oregon because I've had nothing but amazing experiences up there. Like I have so much fun filming in Portland or anywhere in Oregon, to be honest.
It's tree hugging country.
And I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off Killeen, Texas, because I just don't think it's as bad as the other ones. I know that's probably that's a personal one for you. I know all of Texas to me should be on the list. Every single city in Texas. But I think, I've only driven through there, and I have nothing against Killeen, Texas. Does that make any sense? Springfield is crap, and Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I do, but I also it's just like New Orleans. After 2 days, I'm like, I have to get out of here. Like I can't be here anymore.
I hated Vegas because you can't walk down that strip without somebody flipping a freaking strip club card in your face. It's like the entire sidewalk walking down. I just want to punch somebody in the face.
You don't go to the strip in Las Vegas. I mean, you go there once and get that out of your system, and then you never go there again. That's just how it is. Yeah. There's nothing there that can't be found elsewhere in the city without the stupid attached to it. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to go into round 2. This is where we bring one back that we really think should be on the list. And we're going to start with John at the bottom. John, look at all the X's, and I'll erase one of those X's, whatever one you think should be erased.
Okay, let me see. Dallas.
All right, Tracy, I'm going to erase one of your X's. Which one should it
Knoxville.
be? That sounds so personal. Randy, which one am I erasing?
Killeen, Texas.
Oh, jeez.
Also personal.
Yeah.
I have to bring back Atlanta. It's my least favorite place on earth. I'd rather hang out in Baghdad than freaking Atlanta, and I mean that.
But they got some good food.
Baghdad does too. Okay, this is where we go into round 4 and round 3, and we have to get rid of one of our own. So we'll start with John. You've got Newark, New Jersey, Cleveland, Ohio, Dallas, Texas, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All are great picks. All are just toilet bowls of cities. Which 3 do you think should go on into the ultimate argument, and which one should we X out once again?
Newark, because it's a swamp. It smells.
Are we keeping it or keep?
No, that's going to the list.
Oh, okay. And you got 2 more to pick.
Dallas, definitely.
I agree.
And this is where it hurts. Baton Rouge.
So Cleveland's safe. Everyone in Cleveland just had a collective sigh of relief. Randy, which ones are you submitting, and which one are you getting rid of on your list?
Rough. Yeah, that's hard. So I'll choose, I guess, Vegas. I feel like that's the least likely to be voted in. So cut that off.
All right, I'm going to go with Memphis, Tennessee has to be on the list. It's awful. Atlanta has to be on the list. It's awful. And I'm in Denver all the time, and I'm trying to compare it to Washington. Washington has some really cool stuff to do and see. Like, I remember going to an old pub there and just drinking a 200-year-old pub or whatever, just having a nice beer and just walking around the city and really enjoying it. Denver is just, the traffic's so bad. The people are so entitled. The people drive like assholes. And I've had really good experiences in Denver too. So it's really weird for me to pick between the two, but I'm going to go with, I want to keep Denver on the list and get rid of Washington, DC. I don't know though. What do you guys think? I'm stuck between these two.
I think you X'd off DC on my list and justified it by saying that DC was on your list.
But it doesn't mean I had like foresight of what I was doing here. It's just, So you're thinking DC. Randy, what do you think? John?
I like Denver. I thought like the traffic was ridiculous. You basically had to take the light rail just to get anywhere. So
all right, I'll keep Denver then. Washington's pretty
Swamp
cool.
Monsters get away with it, but whatever. It's fine.
Tracy, what are you doing?
We're going to put Flint, Michigan on the list.
Definitely. It's a great pick.
We're going to put Chicago, Illinois on the list. And then I got to choose between corrupt cops and Knoxville.
They're kind of the same city, so either way, it's...
Yeah, it kind of is. But we'll shed a light on Newport and all the drama and stupidity that they've got going on. So we'll put that on the list.
All right, there we go. Do we have any doubles? Does anybody see any doubles? I don't see any doubles. So we have 12 that we now have to argue and fight and scratch to turn into 9. Starting off with number 9, what city of the ones that we have left, Randy, do you think would be a suitable number 9? It's not as bad as the rest of the ones that we're putting in the list. And actually, no, which ones do you think we should get rid of? We got to get rid of 3 before we can make the top 9 list. which ones do you think are just not either popular enough or like wouldn't, like if you asked everybody in the country, which ones do you think would not go out of all the lists, would not be on this top 9 list?
I'd say probably maybe Atlanta's on there, right? Yeah, I'd say maybe Atlanta. A lot of people like Atlanta. Yeah.
John, what do you think?
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Or Springfield.
Oh, Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah,
Springfield,
Springfield,
Missouri.
Missouri. Tracy, out of those two, which one do you think is worse and needs to be on the top 9 list?
Well, I've been to Atlanta and I've never been to Springfield. But The Simpsons seem pretty dumb. So I don't like Springfield.
All right. Okay, we got to get rid of 2 more. I'm going to pick, I don't care about Newport, Tennessee or Killeen, Texas. I don't, those are personal ones for you guys. I think if you asked 100 people, all the names on this list, those would be the last 2. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we don't need Killeen, Texas. I'll say Newport, Tennessee. It's really the same thing. What do you think, Tracy? Which one do you think?
I think keep Newport, Tennessee, because it's like there's corruption and crap, and
isn't that every city in the world?
Whole government up there is like sideways and weird.
Well, which one do you want to get off the list?
Well, Killeen, Texas, because I ain't never been. I guess.
All right, John. Between those 2, which one are we getting rid of?
Between Newport and Killeen.
Correct.
Killeen, Texas. Honestly, those are 2 backward cities I don't know nothing about. But if I got to deal with Tennessee or Texas as a state, no disrespect, Tracy, I will pick. Honestly, I'll pick Newport.
We got to get rid of 1 more before we get down to our final 9. And John, which 2 do you think should be taken off this list? The whole list of everything that has a line next to it. Which ones?
Take it out. Let me look. I hate to do it, buddy. Atlanta.
Randy, which one do you think should be? Oh wait, no, we asked John to do 2. Okay.
Let me see where else. Wow.
It's a bunch of shitholes, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like I'm looking at it. I mean, I won't take out Denver because they got some good refineries and weed refineries there. I mean, no, I'll take away Chicago. Right. Pueblo, take Chicago out. Major city.
I would take off Killeen, Texas again, and I'll say Baton Rouge. Tracy? 2.
Aren't we cutting too many?
No, I'm going to see which one gets the most votes.
Oh, okay.
We haven't cut any yet.
Trying to see. I like Baton Rouge. I know people there. I don't want that one off.
Well, I mean, you got to pick 2 off the whole list.
Okay. Well, okay.
You got Pueblo. You got Killeen, Texas.
Baton Rouge is one of them.
Okay.
And
you got Denver. You got Atlanta. You got Memphis. You got your list too.
Memphis. Whatever. I don't care.
You don't care. Randy, which 2 do you think should go?
I'll say
Pyramid is weird though.
I'll say Baton Rouge, just because I've only been to Louisiana once, but it didn't seem that bad other than being too humid, way too humid. And
well, that's 3 votes for Baton Rouge, so that's simple as that.
There we go.
All right. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that. We have our top 9. Now we have to go and argue about which 9 in which order, starting with number 9. Randy, what do you think should be number 9?
I'd say probably Pueblo, Colorado, only because it is right there next to Colorado Springs. So I guess if you're going to go there, you can at least escape to a vacation town.
It is nice here. I'll go ahead and say Killeen, Texas should be number 9. John, what do you think between those two? Or any other ones on here?
I'm gonna agree with Randy. Pueblo is it's a nice town.
Well, your food truck is Taste of Puebla, so
maybe I'm biased.
You could be. Tracy, what do you think?
Pueblo's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not argumentative enough. Lady Ophelia would have been argumentative.
Are you apologizing for not arguing? That's
Because that's the game.
Yeah, we're not even arguing. We're just speaking.
It's supposed to be like
this
thing.
isn't a category where it's really our favorites of something. This is like kind of we're shitting on cities and then trying to see who's the shittiest city. So we don't have a physical emotional attachments to any of this stuff. John, number 8. What do you think from what we've got left?
Number 8. Let me look.
I'm going to put my vote in and say it has to be Killeen, Texas, just out of popularity.
Yeah, for me,
Texas
these are cities that are maybe the town people know how bad they are, but I have no idea.
Tracy,
that's why we got to argue, so I can plead my case, right?
Well, you got 2 votes for Killeen. Tracy, what do you think? Do you agree?
Killeen is fine. Not 8. Yeah.
Well, let Randy
tell us why it's so bad.
Not just personal, right? I mean, there's some personal there, but so Killeen was the site of in 1991 the largest mass shooting in the United States at that time, a restaurant called Luby's. Then 2009, another mass shooting happened. The next town over on Fort Hood, becoming the new largest mass shooting.
Oh, that's where Fort Hood is?
Yeah.
Well, I'd almost agree with you at this point. I still don't think, it's only got 150,000 people that live there, and that's probably a lot of military people as well. So, compared to the other cities, I don't know. I think it's a good number 8, though.
I'll settle
Tracy,
for it. Or,
Randy, what do you think a good number 7 would be?
My shit just froze. I'm gonna say Flint, Michigan.
Oh.
I can see that. John, what do you think for number 7?
I will agree with him, even though the fact that they have some fucked up water system, people could be dying.
People are dying.
They have died, yeah.
But I'm saying, but if they were to fix that issue, then we wouldn't be talking about Flint.
I'd put Flint higher on the list, but that's me.
It probably should be higher, to be honest with you. Do you think it should be on the list there or higher?
I think it should be like 2.
What do you think? Is 7 a good number, Randy?
Yeah, for Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that suggested it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. John, what do you think a good number 6 would be?
Number 6. Let me see where we at. Wow. Shoot, man. Denver.
I can actually really agree with that. As long as it's on the list, it doesn't have to be number 1 because it is nice. It is a nice city, but Tracy, you cool with Denver?
Sure.
Randy, or Colorado. It's like the only doubled up one.
Yeah, I'm good with Denver.
Isn't it weird? I'm from Detroit, and I would not put that on my list, but isn't it weird that Detroit's not on the list?
It is. It was in the list of suggestions I got.
I actually looked up the actual like USA Today top worst cities to live in just to compare it to our list at the end. Detroit's number 1 on like 3 different lists and number 2 on 2 other lists. Memphis is also up there too. So
Oh, sure.
number 5. Let's go with Tracy. What are you thinking for number 5, lady?
Probably Chicago.
Anybody else agree with Chicago? I think Newark.
Nah, Newark is, when it comes to crime, compared to Chicago, and
Really?
the actual cesspool. Trust me, yeah. Newark,
Wow.
and I've been to both cities.
What do you think, Randy?
That's where the Sopranos are from, right? Newark.
Yeah, with the house, yeah, around that area. But the thing is this: if you was to go see a hockey game in the Prudential Center, you need to run quickly because that around that area at nighttime is the worst.
Okay. Everybody cool with Chicago or Newark? I'll agree with Chicago.
Sure.
Cool. All right. If anybody at home watching has any opinions, we're on Facebook and YouTube and all kinds of different places. Hey, look, my hand froze. Hannah White has frozen. Look at that. See how long it lasts. And 3, 2, oh, there we go. All right. Whoa, it's all blurry now. We're back. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick, and I'll let you guys fight over it. I would say for number 4 would have to be either Newark or that's hard.
We've only got Newark, Dallas, Atlanta, and Memphis.
I'll say I has to be Newark because I've had the least amount of experience there. I know John probably has a lot more there, probably daily at points, but compared to the other cities, I think Newark has to be it. Tracy?
Well, I would put Atlanta closer to the middle, but you're angling for that to go way up high. I can tell.
But you basing it on, okay, this is where we at right now. You look at Newark, you look at Memphis, you look at Atlanta. Out of all 3 of them, Atlanta is the least violent per se, crime wise, and
I'm judging it by airports, traffic, and the experiences I've had there. Where me and a girlfriend at the time almost got mugged just trying to catch a bus, which ended up being the most ghetto bus stop I've ever been to. Never take Greyhound.
The same bus stop, because I had a guy try to get me to go to the train station with him to buy him a token. So
it's awful. I mean, I've had good experiences in Atlanta, really good ones, but airport traffic and personal experiences, what I'm doing this by in Atlanta just has to at least be in the top 3 in my opinion, but I'm not the be all end all here. That's you guys. I would say Newark for number 4. What would you say, John?
When it comes to airport traffic and all that, Newark is bad also. But I mean, I guess we can put Newark. Newark survives and it's not part of the top 3.
Tracy?
Fine. Put Newark there. We can put Atlanta at number 3.
So everybody agree with Atlanta for number 3.
Yeah, but what about Dallas? Dallas is still is going to be a top 3.
Ooh.
I like Dallas more than Atlanta. I do.
Dallas is pretty bad.
But I was just there, and I had a gun pulled on me after that guy cut me off in traffic in a big old freaking truck with the coal rolling and the whole, whatever hate Biden stickers and all that crap. That guy pulled me over, and then when I do this to him, I go, what? That's all I did. I went, what are you doing? And he turns around and pulls a freaking gun, like out his window. And then there was 15 other people that did the same thing without the gun. And I'm just like going, okay, I hate this city, but they do have a Buc-ee's. So that puts them up a couple pegs.
I'm still trying to figure out this whole Buc-ee's thing. But
I love Buc-ee's. Randy, ever been to a Buc-ee's?
I have.
So yeah, so that's just it. It's not like a Wawa or a Sheetz or anything like that.
I'm interested because I follow. I'm I'm friends with Ethan Page, so he likes Bucky's,
Buc-ee's
and I'm
is
like,
awesome.
okay, what is Bucky's? I'm like, all right, whatever.
It's great. We should do a top 10 just Bucky's locations. That'd be great. I think I've been to half of them at this point. Dallas or Atlanta for number 3, or Memphis is still up there. You know, Memphis is a total shithole. I can't even tell you. Newark is gone, and we still have Atlanta, Memphis,
And Dallas.
and Dallas. Those are, you know, pretty shitty cities. Pretty shitty city. What do you think, Memphis or Dallas? Which one do you think should be number 3, Randy?
I've never been to Memphis, so I'm gonna go with Memphis, I guess. But I've
Tracy?
never been to Newport either, though. So yeah, we'll just go with Memphis. That works.
Newport's off the list already, but
Is it?
yeah. Tracy, what do you think?
Yeah, Memphis is fine for there.
John, you cool with Memphis?
Hi, Cat.
Yeah.
Richard Fred.
There
Yeah,
you are, Kitty.
they got good barbecue.
I actually had a really good time in Memphis. We did the whole hotel thing where, you know, Martin Luther King was shot, and that's not a fun thing, but it's just interesting. There's that. We filmed at the Arcade restaurant, which is like a block away from that. We went to the whole Elvis thing as a tourist and just had fun there and filmed everywhere all over Memphis. I had a really good time there, but then we stayed at the hotel that night, which was unbelievable. I wish I was doing the ASY TV Life YouTube show back then, where I was covering all the stuff that we did and places we stayed and all that, like I am now. If I did it back then, you would have seen it. It's that area was awful, like just one of the worst areas I've ever been to. What do we got online? I'm surprised Brandon didn't list Palm Beach, Florida, since he hates Trump so bad. I don't think about Trump anymore. I don't have a reason.
Palm Beach is a shithole.
Port Orange was a shithole, but I had really good experiences. I've never had a really bad experience in Florida, not once, anywhere in Florida, which is weird. So, okay, we're down to 2. What were you saying there?
I lived in Florida. I had bad experience there.
Well, you had 2 choices from Florida.
Yeah, but those are because those are I went to University of Miami, so
there you go.
That I hate to especially Gainesville, especially University of Florida.
Well, I have 4 TV shows in Florida now. One with Eva Lise, one coming soon with Chelsea Green, the Too Sweet show, one with Ryzen, which is the Bad People, Bad Places, Bad Things. I have friends down there, and I've never had a bad time down there. So, but I always have a reason to go. I don't live there. Like I said, I don't see the cracks in the pavement. Okay, let's do this by vote. It's Atlanta. I guess my lobbying did well. And Dallas, which I've had good experiences in both cities, and I've had just horrible experiences in both cities. And both the airports suck. Both the traffic is god awful. My vote, of course, though, for the worst city in the country is going to be Atlanta, and I'll let you guys take it from there.
I say F Dallas because I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys fans. I
Randy?
hate Jerry Jones.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta
Okay, Atlanta's the worst, right?
for number 1. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tracy, it's either going to tie it up or you're going to
Well,
save Dallas.
let's tie it up just to be difficult, because I really think Flint, Michigan should be higher on the list.
It should be, but I think we're past that now.
Yeah.
There's hundreds and thousands of cities in the United States, and you
There
made
are.
it to the top 9. But I agree, Flint is a total shithole before the water thing. I'm from Detroit, so I've been there, and it's just it's depressing when you're there. It's literally a third world country, and Detroit is too, but somehow that squeaked by this list, and I'm kind of surprised. I really am.
What about East Lansing?
Oh, there's a million we could have stuck on this list.
Whatever. How is it over here?
Lansing's actually got really nice areas, though.
Am I pointing it right, or is it in the middle? Something like that.
You're
something like that.
you're in Alpena right now. No,
Kalamazoo is all the way.
Battle
yeah,
Creek. Kalamazoo's a little south of there. Yeah.
Little south, yeah. There you go.
So we need a tiebreaker. So that means I'm going to ask everybody online. We've got a couple people watching on YouTube, but a lot on Facebook. So let's go ahead and see Too Muchy, Adam, Courtney, whoever's watching here. There's a couple others. What are your picks between Dallas and Atlanta for the absolute worst city in the United States? It's tied right now. We could be here all night. We've only got 5 minutes left, though, so let's go ahead and pick one quick. Anybody who's watching, who on earth wants Atlanta? Who on earth wants Dallas to be the worst city in the nation? Oh, I got to vote for Atlanta. First 3 votes are going to decide this thing. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Who do we got? Who do we got? Live chat. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And another vote for Atlanta. So Atlanta. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Too Muchy? Tamachi? Too Muchy? Or is that one of you guys? I always see that name on here, and I don't know who that is. Identify yourself. Anyways, you're awesome. Thank you for voting. So Atlanta gets the popular decision online, and that means Dallas.
Handy and Brandon froze now.
No.
I didn't freeze.
Yeah. Well,
Just my hand.
Hannah did. Yeah.
But that'll fix itself.
Hannah,
Shitlanta.
Handy.
What do you guys think of this list? Randy, go from number 9 to 1. What do you think of this list? I know you didn't get a whole lot of your picks in there. You got Killeen, Texas on there, which I think you're happy about. And that's about it for you. That's about all you got on there.
Yeah, I can't agree with Dallas being up there. It does have some bad traffic, but and I might be a little hard on Killeen anyway. But now my 2 picks that went on there are pretty good picks, so I'm happy with it.
Oh, yeah, you got Pueblo, too. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reminded me of Pueblo. As soon as I saw your list, I was like, oh, yeah, Pueblo's got to go on that last 9. Absolutely. John, what do you think of this horrible, horrible list of cities here, the top 9 of the worst cities in the United States?
You know, I mean, I'm still biased towards Atlanta. I think Memphis should have been at least number 1, based on, I mean, what I've experienced in Memphis.
Here, I'll put an asterisk.
I don't know much about. I mean, but you're right.
An asterisk makes everything better.
Flint should have been at least somewhere in the top 3.
Should we
You know,
exchange Flint and Chicago? The only thing I have against Chicago is the fact that every time I film something there and schedule something to film, it always cancels without fail. I've only managed to film 2 things in Chicago in the last 8 years, and we've been there 10 times. They always cancel. They're just, the places I've dealt with are just horribly unprofessional. And, the traffic in any of these cities has not bothered me that much, except for Atlanta, except for Dallas with their gun-toting, fanatical political types. And I don't know.
So if that's the case, then you have to flip-flop a lot of things, because you're taking the lesser of the evil. So
well, I mean, it's in stone now. It's in stone.
But if you was to look, honestly, if you was to switch it, put Flint number 3, move Dallas down to move Denver to 7.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Chicago, yeah, so you see,
I think we're good on this.
It's trickle effect.
If the people are watching agree with this list, please let us know. And your opinions mean everything. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm like a 16-year-old, with a YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and enjoy yourself for all the crap that we give you. But I think that's a good list. Tracy, what do you think of this list? I know you want Flint higher, but we're in stone now. We've etched this. This marker is a
dry erase
pickaxe. No,
we're not in stone. It's dry erase.
Permanent marker. The orange one's permanent. It'll never come off.
No,
promise you.
You're rubbing alcohol. It'll fix that.
Randy, what did you think?
I think it's a good list. I got to do a shout out to my brother though, Wayne Shocker. Got to do that. But other than that, I think the list is good.
Somebody wrote what Tracy just said.
What?
Oh, this guy's got a shirtless profile pic. Look at him. He's got some gold chains
Hi,
on.
Adam.
It's not in stone. It's a damn dry erase marker.
I'm good
There's
for
a lot of
one-liners.
emotion in that. Let me see. How about them boys, John? Like, is that a Dallas thing?
Yeah, it's a Dallas thing, but sorry, I'm not a Giants fan. I'm a Dolphins fan. I just hate Dallas, the fans. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you all for watching. A special thanks to John, Tracy, and Randy. For you got anything to promote, Tracy? What do you got? What do you got?
I
You
actually
always got
have
stuff coming up.
WJHCAM coming out on Amazon Prime and at Walmart.com and on DVD at select Dollar Generals in the region.
Wow, Dollar General and Walmart.com. You
I
guys are
know. I'm
taking
like,
over.
it's mega minor celebrity. I'm like super excited. There's
That's a
going to be
movie
people
coming out.
walking up to me being like, Nancy? And it's going to be hilarious.
So for those of you who don't know what WJHCAM is, it's a movie from really good friends of ours. Tracy's in the movie. She's fantastic, and it's going to be everywhere pretty soon. So watch it. I've seen early copies of it, and it'll make you laugh. Like it's one of the most unexpectedly. It's like Clerks with religion. It's stupid
and
funny.
boobies.
That's all I'm going to say. And there's some boobies in it. Yeah. Is it your boobies?
No, my boobies are like an
my friend Heather's boobies that I
16th
talked
the
about earlier.
size.
Yeah, Heather's got mountains. They're just ridiculous. Yeah. I've seen them.
I
They're
have
fantastic.
tiny hillocks.
Randy, what do you got coming up? How you doing? Talk about life.
Oh, well, I'm still in the Army, so I can't promote anything. Well,
thank you for your service here in Russia pretty soon. We appreciate it.
But follow me on Instagram. I think it's Randall Ayers II, as in letter I, or it's Randy Ayers II. But also, I want to raise autism awareness, just because that's important to me.
Oh, absolutely. People in flip-flops at Dollar General know who you are, Tracy.
Yep. And I will sign autographs on their DVDs after they've bought them, because like we get like $3 or $4 per disc that's sold. So yeah,
I believe I
carry around a silver Sharpie just in case. I believe
this is your brother, Randy. This says play your guitar. We don't have time to. Is that your brother with the shirtless picture? Oh,
yeah.
Well, sorry to make fun of them. John, talk about this food truck, and I'm going to be in New York City with you in that food truck. For an episode of New York Ham with Eddie Finocchiaro. We're all looking forward to that. I know I am big time. So talk about some Taste of Puebla.
Well, thank you very much. I can't wait for you to come down and raise hell here in New York City. We go around and, do the dirt here. Nothing much, I'm hoping I was trying to go down to Colorado for that event that you have. But then it's like, my truck needs a lot of maintenance, so I have a feeling I'm gonna get stuck somewhere in the Midwest.
Hey, this event could flop, man. The Super Ultra MegaCon could very easily flop, and you'd sell 16 tacos, and you drove from New York City to do so. I would feel massively horrible about that.
It's not that. It's just like I have the vision of the movie The Chef going around and have a cult following afterwards.
Hey, if you sell tacos on the way here and back, though, in different cities. There you go. I know you.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about. We have a lot of things, but for us, just follow us on Instagram, Taste of Puebla NYC. We might be around the city near you.
Cool. I appreciate all of you, Tracy, Randy, John. This has been a lot of fun. We have a minute and a half, and I'm going to use that to plug my stuff. Get ASY TV right now on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. It's all right here. Oh, I'm frozen again. And Apple TV and at ASYTV.com. Our 2.0 launch of our network is happening in the next couple months, and it's going to blow your mind. Pay-per-views and live streams and all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be absolutely insane. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because it is monetized and we need money. I'm telling you, we need a lot of money. We need millions. So if we had 1 million people subscribe to this channel right now and then watch like every video we put out there gets 1 million views, we'd be able to donate to autism. We'd be able to help people in our neighborhood and in our inner circle and have a really good time and raise ASY TV to new levels. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's always fun every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And wait, I got to play the music. Oh, still got it down. Here we go. And we will see you next Wednesday on the Top 9's. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.